Hello, my name is Faisal Khan. I am a banking and a payment consultant. One of the things I keep telling people is that they need to understand how aggregation works and why aggregators are important, and when are aggregators important and when are they not important. So here's a little maybe a background on what aggregators are and how they work. Let's say if you are a company based in London and you want to start integrating with a country, let's say Nigeria. Now you'll find a bank in Nigeria, you'll have the initial non-disclosure agreement, you will then explain your business plan, they will then explain what they can do for you. Maybe they're a right fit, maybe they're not. Assuming they're a right fit, you will then start doing enhanced due diligence. You will do enhanced due diligence on them, they will do enhanced due diligence on you. This process could take anywhere from 2 weeks to maybe a month. Once that is done, once the due diligence is complete, then you talk about the commercials, the contracts. These things can take anywhere from 2 weeks if you're signing a standard contract, up to even 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, depending on if you are going to be stubborn on certain clauses or not, etc. And then you talk about integration, technical integration, how much business you will give, the business side of things. So to tie up two corridors between United Kingdom and Nigeria, best case scenario, 10-12 weeks. Worst case scenario, 9 to 12 months. That's how long it takes to tie up one country. And then if you want a backup in that country, well, again, same rules apply. You need to do it again. Now you want to do India, you want to do Bangladesh, you want to do Pakistan, you want to do Nepal, you want to do Sri Lanka. Same procedure. It will be taxing on you because you will not have the bandwidth to deal with multiple countries at the same time. You may if you're a very large company or an organization, but for the rest of the small players, it becomes very difficult. Then you have to go and pre-fund each corridor yourself. You'll have to put $50,000 in Nigeria, $50,000 in India, $50,000 in Pakistan, $50,000 in Bangladesh, $50,000 in Philippines. Oh, you've already put so much money in, and then you only have limited capital. How do you deal with it? So an easy thing is an aggregator comes in. An aggregator actually their business is to go through this entire, difficult part of hooking up and making alliances with partners in each territories. They will do so. They will have spent months. They would have the bandwidth to deal with multiple and many simultaneous correspondent tie-up agreements happening at the same time. What they offer to you is one single API. So an aggregator will come to you, say, hey, here's one API, you do one pre-funding with me, and you can deliver anywhere where I, as an aggregator, deliver, and where you, by the law, as law, are allowed to deliver. So I could connect to an aggregator. So boom, with one connection, you could have access to 80 countries, 50 countries, 109 countries, and you don't have to go through all that part. So everything has been short-circuited. You have one company to deal with, which is the aggregator. You have one pre-funding that you do with them, and they can manage it very intelligently for you. Yes, the downside is you will have to do a revenue share with them. That's the whole idea. That's the whole business model of an aggregator, that they do a revenue share with you. So for example, in a previous deal, if you were earning 100 cents and 40 cents was being maintained by your counterparty and 60 cents were coming to you, in this case, 60 cents may not come to you. This case only, let's say, 40 cents may come to you because 20 you would have to give to the aggregator, and that's okay. Think about the time you save. Think about the access to the markets you have. Think about the unified API that you have to integrate to, just one. Think about how much less hair pulling it would entail for you to just hook into one aggregator and then connect to all. Where it doesn't make sense to go with an aggregator is when you have one corridor that you are very good at. So let's say you have the USA Philippines corridor, and you're very good at it. In this case, you would not want to do an aggregation deal. You would want to go direct. If the bulk of your money is coming from a very single corridor, go direct. Unless there's some very specific reason why you need to go with an aggregator, just go direct. You would be better off. Chances are that the aggregator might work with you because you happen to be the dominant player in that corridor and offering the best service. So this is what aggregators do. They go and connect into multiple markets. They go do the integration. They go find backups. In some markets, they have just one, provider. In other markets, there are multiple providers. They're able to offer many different types of payout services. They can do cash, they can do cash over counter, they can do debit card, credit card, mobile money loads, direct account credit, etc. They offer you one API, a very strong API, and just by joining their network, you also become part of their network. So chances are, if you are allowed to receive remittances, the aggregator may be giving you some business as well. So that's the thing. There are many aggregators in the world. I don't want to give any names to promote them, but you can go and do some Google searches on there and find out. Please remember to do your homework. As always, if you have any questions or comments, there's a contact form link in the description below. Fill it out, talk to me, and I'll be happy to give you an explanation. Till next time, have a good one.